Hey, Rob fans, good morning. This is 135 Stillwater. All right, the town granted this guy $32,400 allegedly because somehow the street was not going to line up with his driveway or something. It doesn't affect anybody else on this block. Looks like it lines up with everybody else's driveways just fine. Supposedly some difference in the grade. And I'm not really sure that wall over there that you see, that's not even his property. He doesn't own the street. The tax maps are clear. I don't know. I think there's a little hokey-pokey, little Antetomaso business going on here. Hey, Rob fans, I just want to point out, you know, this gentleman at 135 Stillwater, Santi Greco, he hasn't raised his house. So the grade, the difference with the grade in the driveway, that would have nothing to do with the street at all. I mean, look, everybody's raising their house around here. The people next to them, you have to. If you don't, your insurance goes through the roof. You go down a block here, there's a whole bunch of them that have been raised, or they're going to be raised. I mean, this guy's raised. This guy hasn't been done yet. This guy hasn't been done yet. But come on down here. Look, I mean, this guy's getting it up. This guy's getting ready to go. These are waterfront homes. They have to get put up. It's just the rules. They'll pay big money. Look, so are each one of these homeowners somehow, you know, are they getting $32,000 from the town because the elevation of the road project doesn't line up with their driveway? That's just insane. It's another scam with the town. Hey, Rob fans. This is Bay Park. This is the same 135 Stillwater, but I'm on the other side of the street or the canal. There's a park down here, and I actually walk my dogs all the way down here every morning. I used to feel sorry for this guy because his house got wrecked by Irene and then by Sandy, but he's a player. Look at this setup he has here. So maybe the town paid for that. That's not even his property. That's the street. I don't know. 387. I'd just like to bring your attention to the, I think it's the fifth paragraph. This is the street restoration down in Stillwater Avenue, and this restoration reads, or rather, excuse me, this resolution reads, whereas Richard T. Betts, Commissioner of Department of Public Works, by memorandum dated July 1st, 2016, has recommended that the town board authorize a reimbursement in the amount of $32,400.44 to Mr. Santi Greco, 135 Stillwater Avenue, Massapequa, New York, due to the resident using his own contractor. And then in the backup information, there's a couple of letters. One of them is from Frank Antetomaso. He's, I think he's here today. He, I believe, is involved with Sidney Baum, and he writes a letter to Commissioner Betts that says, the contract plans for the referred contract require significant property restoration at house number 135, Stillwater Avenue.
That's all right.
Due to a change in road grade.
You get injury time. Thank
you. Well, we kind of got mixed up but anyway. Prior to construction, the homeowner attended a homeowner notification meeting held at Marjorie Post Park, where the homeowner expressed his concerns regarding proper restoration of his driveway and entry consisting of intricate decorative pavers, asphalt pavement, stone block retaining walls, and underground site lighting. When the project commenced, we met with the town's contractor, Landtech, and the homeowner to discuss restoration at number 135. Landtech felt that their crews did not have the expertise to complete the work to the satisfaction of the homeowner. We estimate the value of the work that was contractually required by Landtech utilizing the contract bid items. Attached is a summary and the measurements of cost based on the contract items bid, which totaled $32,400.44. Now, and there's also a letter from the homeowner. This happens to be in my neighborhood. Actually, I walk by this gentleman's house every day. And I just have some documents, some pictures here. I'm really confused because when you read the letter from the homeowner, I mean, allegedly there's some sort of grade issue with the new street and this gentleman's driveway that he felt his driveway would have to be regraded, and somehow the town agreed that Landtech couldn't do the work, and now we're giving him $32,000 to do the work. And the first thing I'd like to submit to the board is this is a picture from the Nassau County website. This shows the gentleman, this 135 Stillwater, the property, you know, diameter, I I know Mr. Casciano, I believe that's your expertise. You can see like the real estate, the property, you're into the property. And what I also have is, I have some photographs here. These are from Google Earth. These photographs were taken prior to the road work being done. Okay, so you can see the initial grade, the existing driveway. And I have some photographs I actually took this morning that show the same area. And quite frankly, although there's been a lot of work that's done to the gentleman's driveway, the grade hasn't been changed. The grade of the road doesn't look like it was changed, and it's not affecting anybody else's house. So what I'd like to know is, how many other people, excuse me for a second. Let me just pass these photographs. How many other people, homes in this project were affected sooner? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll go around, hold on a second. What's going on? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, bro.
I just wanted to know a couple of questions. Actually, I have one more document. I'd just like to turn that to you as a FOIL request. I'd just like to know, for this work that we're now paying for, were there permits applied for? Actually, if you look at one of the photographs, there's a wall that's built across the road. That's not the gentleman's property. I would assume that if he wanted to build something in the road, he would need some sort of variance, or it's certainly the road, it's not his property. And it just, I'm really, I mean, I don't know what to make of this. It looks like this gentleman wrote a letter to Mr. Antetomaso. Mr. Antetomaso, they got together and they agreed that somehow the town should be reimbursing this guy $32,000.
I see hands go. Commissioner, you wanted to? Sure. Former Commissioner. Once a Commissioner, always a Commissioner, I guess. You know what, I think you do need to podium, Frank, because you don't get on the video otherwise.
My name is Frank Antetomaso. I am a partner in Cindy Down, Supervisor Councilman. You all know me as the Commissioner of Public Works here. This road job, by the way, Stillwater Avenue, was the last of the Nassau Shore's road raising jobs that the town of Oyster Bay did. This was the only area that was not raised back in the early 70s. The roads were raised approximately 2 feet. And many of the property owners' properties included in the contract had to be improved because as a result of raising the roads, to prevent water from running back into the driveways and into the homes, we had to do work on private property. This was all authorized by the town board. In this one instance, the homeowner wanted to do the work himself. We did a takeoff on the quantities that would have been done under our contract. He agreed to the numbers, and he did in fact do the work himself. And contrary to Mr. Redd, he raised the driveway at least 12 inches, if not more. So the work was properly done. My construction inspector is here to verify it, and the commissioner authorized it. And I'd be happy to answer any other questions.
All right, stand by. Tom, did you want to add anything to that?
I believe under the resolution, it's clear that the town isn't paying for it. Over $32,000 is going to Mr. Greco, it's being reimbursed from Lantek, getting a credit from Lantek. There's a zero cost to the town.
Okay, Robert, does that help?
I'll tell you what, I just put a FOIL request in. I'd love to see the building file and all the permit applications for this work, for the variance and stuff. And while I agree that the money might be being backed out of this particular deal, we are paying Lantek for the work, for the Stillwater Road project, right? Okay, thank you. You want to say something?
Yeah, yes, I'd like to.
The answer to the question is yes, is it not?
Yeah, the answer is yes. However, all of the work that was done for the roads and on the private property did not and does not require permits from the town. It's authorized by the town.
We know that.
Thank you.
I also want to point out, listen, I'm not an engineer, I don't pretend to be, but keep in mind, we're all familiar, well, those of us who are familiar with Nassau Shores and Massapequa area generally are aware of the difficulties in down in Nassau Shores on some of these roads. This is a particularly difficult project. And you would only expect that there would be bumps in the road, no pun intended, in getting it done. It's a tough project.
I can tell you out of my own personal experience, I had the road redone in front of my house, and I actually have my 214 535i in the shop right now being repaired, because when I drive out of my driveway now, there's a 2-inch drop and the front of my car got smashed. So had I have known that I could have asked to repair my road myself and be reimbursed for it, I probably would have done that. And I'm sorry, but I disagree with Mr. Antetomaso. If there's work done on a residence in the town of Oyster Bay, there needs permits done. I don't believe there's any waiver process that the town can authorize work without permits. So that's my final word on that. Thank you if nobody else has anything else to say on that one.
Okay, Rob, you need it?